Well, today's a pretty big day for dog lovers and Superman fans alike, because James Gunn has given us our very first look at Krypto, confirming he's in the film and giving us an idea of what kind of dog we're going to see in this role. Plus, he revealed the inspiration for the character in this film, and, well, it's pretty wholesome. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what James Gunn posted, check out this first look at Krypto, and talk about where I think he came from in the upcoming film. Well, way back when Superman was shooting in Cleveland, we had some pretty good reasons to believe Krypto the Superdog could very well appear in the movie. Now, James Gunn had teased us a little bit with a couple of posts, and often his posts from several months ago swing back around and kind of get revealed. But while we were on set, we also got some footage of Mr. Terrific outside a pet store with what appeared to be a box of dog bones. Now, if you're a fan of Superman, it doesn't take long to put these pieces together. And I, for one, was pretty excited about the possibilities of Krypto showing up in this film. Now, the character in recent years got an animated movie and even his own animated series, so his profile has gotten much higher in the last decade, and honestly, James Gunn has a great history with bringing fuzzy characters to life. Now, earlier today, James Gunn dropped the first look at the character and gave us the full-on inspiration for where and why he used this version of the dog. He said, "Krypto arrives on screens in Superman this summer. Krypto was inspired by our dog, Ozu, who we adopted shortly after I started writing Superman. Ozu, who came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew a human being, was problematic to say the least. He immediately came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop. It took a long time before he'd even let us touch him. I remember thinking, gosh, how difficult would life be if Ozu had superpowers? And thus Krypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Ozu was changing my life. What better time to debut a not-so-good boy Krypto than adopt a shelter dog month? By the way, Ozu today is fairly often a very good boy." Now, this is a picture of Ozu, and this only makes me like James Gunn even more. I'm a pet person. I don't know if you figured that out from this channel. I only judge people on a handful of things, and how they treat their dogs is at the top of that list. Now, having Krypto in Superman is a great way to humanize Kal-El. Most people have a relationship with their dog, and they understand the bond. And if you saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you know James Gunn knows how to pull on those animal-oriented heartstrings. Now, the picture itself, though, I, really like, and you can see the inspiration from Ozu. This is not your Dalmatian or Labrador-esque looking version of Krypto. He kind of looks like a scruffy dog. And honestly, guys, I love it, and can't wait to see this manifest on screen. Now, the big question is, where does Krypto come from? And given some of the rumors in this film, well, I found a theory, and I'm not taking it as my own because I'm going to give credit, but I'm going with it. So the guys over on Superman on Film over on Twitter threw out an excellent theory, and it makes a lot of sense. Now, we've been hearing for a while that Lex Luthor could be cloning Superman, and that would be Ultraman, maybe evolving into Bizarro. So it would make a lot of sense that a rescue dog that gets experimented on by Lex eventually gets taken in by Superman and becomes his new pet. I always thought it was sort of weird that the Kryptonians would actually have dogs just like Earth, and this would kind of iron that paradox out in the story, and as James Gunn did in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, profiling how evil Lex Luthor is by showing him abuse animals, well, that landed like a gut punch in the Guardians movies, and I definitely think it's something he does remember while developing Superman. Now, I have included a link to the ASPCA down below for Adopt a Dog Month. This is a place where you can make a donation. None of it is reflected on this channel. It just helps the pups, and I would totally encourage all of you guys to take a second out, be a real hero, and participate in the Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, even if it's just making a donation. You can be a real hero too. Now, in any case, I'm super excited to see Krypto come to life. I'm wondering how big of a part he'll have in this film, and honestly, how big of a part he'll have in Supergirl. Because if you've read Woman of Tomorrow, you know he's a big part of that book, and I'm curious how James Gunn is going to endear us to this character in this film and deal with that comic story in the next. I've linked the comic down below. I'd encourage you to read it, and let me know what you think of this version of Krypto and the sort of reimagining of him as a scruffy dog. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification because we do daily Marvel and DC content and we don't want you to miss any news.